Hello, my friends. My name is Jeszeck, and I would like to welcome all my new viewers to my channel. And a big thank you to my faithful subscribers who have been with me for quite some time. I do appreciate it. Let me see. Today, I'm going to be doing a Dutch pour on this fairly large canvas. It's a 20 by 24 inch deep canvas. And this is how I work the backs. I always put tape on, and then these mid-size push pins I find work well. And yes, now normally for a Dutch pour I use a Floetrol and glue mix, but today I'm just trying, not glue, Floetrol and water. Today I'm just trying just water. Keeping it simple and see what happens. I'm using all Artist Loft paints, bronze, silver, gold, and copper. My base coat is black, soft body acrylic. And I mix them 1 part paint to half part water. That's where I start. Then I do a little drip test. You've probably seen this before. You'll put a dot of each color on something. This is a piece of foam core board. And then you tilt it and watch them run, and then you can check the consistency. So obviously my silver and copper are very similar in consistency, and these other ones are a bit thicker, although they're very similar. So I added another maybe a quarter to these, a quarter part. So these are 1 part paint, half part water, and the rest are 1 part paint, 3/4 part water. I do use a scale because for me there's no guesswork that way. I can more quickly mix my paints, and I just feel comfortable doing it that way, and I like it. I think it's a time saver. Once you've worked out your ratios, there's no guesswork involved. So that's what I like. Now I'm going to put my base coat down off camera because it's a mess, and I like to scrape up the drippings and put them back in my cup in case I need to do any fixes, and I can use it again as well. But let me talk for a minute about composition. I'm going to be doing, this will probably be the bottom. I like it for this one. I'm going to be doing it in the portrait orientation. Gosh, I can't come up with my words today. Welcome to my channel. So I'm going to do just a 2 ribbon setup, if that makes any sense. But I try to be wise about my composition. I don't want to run just something right down the middle and do. I like to have a little more, what I think is pleasing composition, a little more imaginative. So I'm going to start and run a line starting down here, which is about 2/3 of the way down. And then we're going to run it over here, which is about 1/3 of the way down. So 1, 2, 3. So I will do kind of a line like that. And then I will run a second line from about 1/3 along this line, right about here, and come up to about here, which is, no, I'm not going to, because I ended up there. I don't want to have the same thing here. I'll bring it up to this third. So I'll probably go like that. So that and that. That's my plan anyway. So let's see if it happens. So I'll be back in a minute after I get the base coat down. Okay, I have returned. And I always forget with the black that you can see my reflection, and I didn't wash my hair today, so woohoo, isn't that special? And also, you can see this reflection here, which is odd, but when we remodeled the room here, we had can lights put in, but they were just too bright. It had big white spots on here, so we had to cover it up with a piece of paper. So it's not ideal, but it's better than a bright light. Now my hair dryer, I'm just using this little one. It's called Flower, and I bought it at Walmart. It's just a little travel dryer. It does not have a cool setting, but I find if I only give it 1-2 passes at the most, it works just fine. Any travel dryer will do, and if you can find one with a cool setting, I would grab that. So that's the hair dryer. And here we go. As I said, I have the 4 colors, and I didn't want to have white because I didn't want to end up with gray, and the white Artist Loft does that weird selling up thing, and I wanted to stay away from that. So I'm hoping that the gold and the silver are light enough in value, value meaning the lightness or darkness of a color, light enough to provide contrast. So I'm going to start and work from dark to light. So here we go. So from here over there, and I'm going to give it a little wiggle. Okay. Now to the copper. I'll kind of zigzag across that. And, oh, I forgot the other line I was going to do. So that's, well, let me finish this one up first. The gold. And silver. It looks so dramatic at this point. I'm always tempted just to leave it alone, but that's just a little too simple for me. Okay, back to the bronze, and this time I'm going to start, I want to end up here. Oh wait, that's the same as that. I don't want like to go to a corner. I like to be a little off. I'm there. Where do I start it? Let me think here. I'll go about here. I'll start here. Copper. Gold. And silver. If I had gloves on, I'd be tempted just to move that around a little bit, but I said I'd do Dutch pour, so I'm going to. So, because I ended up with these two at the same, pretty much the same level, one of them I will blow one way and the other one the other way. So, not sure what will go where, but let's see what happens. And I have plenty of paint left if I decide this isn't enough on the canvas, but let's start with this. I'm going to start this way. Starting on low, it's usually sufficient to move the paint around, but I'm not sure with just this mix. Tangle up in my cord. Okay, let's see. My gold disappeared. you know, I was running the hairdryer while I was tangled up in the cord, and it really got hot. I think I'm going to turn on high, though. Try to do this a little faster. I'm going to let it cool off. It's even hot to the touch. And then I'm going to go back and jag up some of the edges. That's something I like to do. Really run into problems, for me anyway, when I add color and blow it out some more. So I'm going to try not to do that. I'm liking the negative space. There. I don't think that's too much when I kind of blow it out. I think it'll be okay. I'll grab a skewer while my hairdryer is cooling down. Okay. So I'm going to do kind of just a quick little shots on the edges. To kind of reshape so they're not just these round petally things. I don't mind them, but I like them to look a little different. So here we go. On low though. Maybe low is... This is too thick. This paint's too thick. I gotta go high. See, I just like the look of that better than this. Woo! It's flying. Okay. I'm changing my mind about the orientation now. I'm thinking that maybe this would be the bottom. I'm not sure. It really has to dry, and then you turn it all different ways to decide the final orientation. But let me see. Now I use my skewer to kind of change up any weird little protrusions like this one here. I just like to give it a little hook. They're very, very subtle. You're not going to notice them much, but I know it's there. I don't think, maybe here. I'm getting like tiny little cells, and I'm happy with that. I like just little cells in a I almost called it a French pour, in a Dutch pour. Yeah. Let me bring you in for a closer look. So because they're all metallics, it should dry and be quite stunning, I think. And I like undisturbed areas too, like this and in here. Oh, myself a manicure. So not everything has to be blown out, especially on a black background. I think it's good to have some areas of solid color. Yeah, I like it. I think it's quite dramatic and pretty much what I had in mind. At this angle, from what you're seeing, this looks like too much negative space, but when you're looking straight on it, I think it's okay. All right, my friends, thank you for joining me, and I look forward to painting with you next time.